YouTube. Not the best way to start the show. There we go. How you guys doing? Give me a big brain emoji if you're around, and that'd be awesome. All right, let's go here. Right there. Hello. All righty. Let's try one more thing here, and we should be good to go. All righty. Here we go. Anybody on YouTube going to, there we go. I see. Saying hi, Mike. Anybody on Reddit ready to play? Hello, Michelle. All righty. Let's get the show on the road here. Oh, I didn't bring up my studio light again. All righty. Here we go. Yes, so Final Jeopardy, 7,000, over 7,000 questions. Hopefully not too many duplicates come up. And let's get going. John as well. I see Michelle and John. Here we go. Oscar-nominated families. Interesting. The last name of Alfred, Lionel, David, Emil, Thomas, and Randy, who with 90 nominations are the most Oscar-nominated family. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are the Barrymores. Let me say it one more time before I look at the answers. Oscar-nominated families. It's the last name of Alfred, Lionel, David, Emil, Thomas, and Randy, who with 90 nominations are the most Oscar-nominated family. It is not the Barrymores. That is not correct. Hello, Reddit. Are we playing? YouTube's playing. Anybody on Reddit want to play some trivia? If you go to YouTube and look up Generous Trivia, you can win money, or you can play on Reddit. Join us there. Old Man's Belt doesn't seem to be around today. Anybody know? Everybody thought it was the Barrymores. It's not. Hustons? No, it's not the Hustons. It is. There we go. John gets it. Uncle Doug, not the Brady Bunch. It is Newman. John coming up with the Newmans. All righty. Pulled that one out of thin air. All right. Civil War people. How you doing, Uncle Doug? Civil War people. Before they were photographed together in 1862, Lincoln Riley noted this general should have no problem sitting still for it. Why would that be? Hello, Reddit. Anybody want to play some trivia? Feel free to chime in. We're playing Jeopardy, so do it in the form of Jeopardy type answers. These are all Final Jeopardy questions. Before they were photographed together in 1862, Lincoln Riley noted this general would have no problem sitting still for it. It is not Jackson or Sherman. It's not Robert E. Lee or Stonewall Jackson. It's a name I haven't heard before. It's not Patton. We're talking 1862. Unless the Mayo knows of another patent. Anybody on Reddit want to play some trivia? His initials are GM. Does that help anybody? GM. Final Jeopardy, stumping 8 of our experts here. Oh, The Patient, 1982. I don't know if you're that. His initials are GM. Greg. There we go. Michelle gets it. Who was George McClellan? Is correct. All righty. Asia. The Patient. No, it wasn't Gregory Manchester. Asia. This country became independent in 1946. In 1964, it officially switched its Independence Day from July 4th to June 12th. Let me read it one more time. Asia. This country became independent in 1946. In 1964, it officially switched its Independence Day from July 4th to June 12th. Yeah, Sameo. How did you know that? Clever there, Sameo. I was thinking Vietnam. I don't know. It was a total guess. I thought they might have changed it based on the war. Alrighty, folklore. Folklore is next. In legend, he called all the animals together, but 12 came, including a rat and a dragon. Sorry, in legend, he called all the animals, 12 came, including a rat and a dragon. Yeah, I don't think it's Noah. Let me look. No, it's not Noah. Noah had more pairs. He had up to 7 pairs for some and 2 pairs for another Chinese New Year. I was thinking the same thing, Sean. I was like, it seems to be the rat and the dragon seem to be, no, it's not Gilgamesh or Noah. He's portrayed as a portly man, though historically he may not have been, but he's usually portrayed quite portly. Somehow a symbol of his I don't know, wealth. I don't know why he's always portrayed portly. Sameo and Brian get it with an uncle dog, and Risa all get the Buddha. Who is the Buddha? All right, now Friar Tuck. He's also a portly fellow. All right. Biblical names. Trees with biblical names include the Joshua tree and the world's oldest tree, a 4,700-year-old pine named for him. I know what this is. The world's oldest tree. Anybody know who he's named after in the Bible? Oh, I really don't feel like doing this, but I'm going to. There we go. That's a little better. Yes, Risa. I didn't look at it, but I knew it was right. Who is Methuselah? Methuselah, the oldest person mentioned in the Bible. All right. The 1930s. The 1930s. Roosevelt's first fireside chat was designed to bolster the public confidence in these. Let me see. Roosevelt's first, it's the 30s, 1930s. Roosevelt's first fireside chat was designed to bolster the public's confidence in these. Oh, I was sort of close. Yes, Sean and IC had the exact same ideas. I was thinking war bonds as well. But in fact, Chipper gets it right with banks. Banks. I guess there was issues with banks. Yeah, it wasn't bonds or war bonds. It was banks. Cigars. No, it wasn't cigars either. Yeah, everybody was thinking government bonds. Banks, similar, but not quite the same. Banks is the answer. Books. Books is the next question. This book said this book says Monday burned Millay, Wednesday Whitman, Friday Faulkner. That's our official slogan. Oh, Chipper, yes. That makes sense. Banks and the crash of 29. Yeah, that makes sense. Yes, this is Jeopardy. So answer in the form of Jeopardy. These are all Jeopardy final questions from the last 38 seasons. All righty. Oh, who had that? Risa gets it. It's not 1984. It is. What is Fahrenheit 451? Is correct. Good job, Risa. Congress. The word for this job comes from a fox hunting term for someone who keeps the hunting dogs from straying. The word for this job, Congress, the word for this job comes from a fox hunting term for someone who keeps the hunting dogs from straying. There we go. John, coming up with it. Yes, Chipper as well. What is the whip? The whip, not the lobbyist patient, but rather whip. Yes. Who is that? Hero fishing. Gets it as well. It just said whip, Teresa, not necessarily. Is there such thing as a chief whip? Sounds almost made up. Oops. Oh, I just clicked on an answer for a question I didn't even ask. Here we go. The U.S. space program. Of the Apollo missions, the total number that successfully landed on the moon. Oops. Did you look at my hands? Majority whip. There you go. I'm just looking at me counting on Reddit. Yes. Let me see here. Yes, I got it right. One for Mike the Canadian. All of you are wrong. All of you on Reddit and YouTube. It is not 2, 3, 5, or 4 or 1. Brian finally coming up with it. It was 6. That was what I was counting. I knew it went from 11 to 17 without 13, right? Apollo 13, the one that never got to land. So 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. Because if you just have to know you had to know Apollo 11 was the beginning, but the two movies, Apollo 13 is the one that didn't make it, and then there's one called something like Apollo 18. I've never seen it, which is the fake one that they I don't know. So if you know that's the fake one, then it's 17. Anyways, enough of the explanations of the answers, Mike. We got a game to play here. Hello, what is that? TZ? I'm just going to call you TZ. T-Zortan? No, TZ. TZ from London. Nice to see you. All right. World leaders. In 1946, she said, "We only want that which is given naturally to all peoples, to be masters of our own fate." Anybody know? In 1946, she said, so it's 46, guys. "We only want that which is given naturally to all peoples, to be masters of our own fate." I did not know this. It's not Thatcher. It's too early for Thatcher. It's not Indira Gandhi. Too early for that. It's not Roosevelt. I was thinking Queen Elizabeth, but it's not even that. What happened in 1946? It's not Anne Frank. I did think of that, but I don't think she survived the war, right? So she couldn't have been around in 46. What happened in 46 in the world that was very significant? I think it was in 46. It was around 46. It was the end of the World War. And what happened? Who was persecuted and what did they do about it? Does that give anybody ideas? Anybody? Anybody? No, Hitler's wife died in the war. Well, he didn't have a wife. His girlfriend died with him. No, Anne Frank, I don't think survived the war, right? So it wasn't her. The Jews wanted their own homeland. No, I can't repeat it, Brian, because so the Jews wanted their own homeland. So this was Golda Meir that was speaking of this, just wanting to have their own freedoms. To not their own freedoms, to what was it? Anyways, something about their own fate, right? To be in control of their own fate or whatever it was. Alrighty. Famous nicknames. Yes, there we go. Somebody got the formation of Israel, but that wasn't enough for the answer. Alrighty. Famous nicknames. The famous 20th century nickname is the Argentine equivalent of you know or hey you. This famous 20th century nickname is the Argentinian equivalent of you know or hey you. Nickname 20th century. Specifically Argentinian. Alrighty. You do have to know a famous Argentinian to maybe know this nickname. Anybody? It's not Io. It's not Yogi. It's 3 letters. And this person was more closely associated with Cuba, I believe. No, maybe not. Now I'm totally. Anyways, I shouldn't do this. I speak in ignorance when I do stuff like this. Yes, Risa. Che, as in Che Guevara. Was he associated with Cuba? Was I correct there? Sometimes I make stuff up. Mangoes also gets it. I think I gave an accurate enough clue there. Alrighty. American history. Henry Lawrence, Thomas Mifflin, and Richard Henry Lee were presidents of this body that only lasted for about 15 years. Let me try this again. American history. Mifflin and Richard Henry Lee of this body that only lasted for about 15 years. I did not get it right. Hello, Denjoga. Does anybody else have an idea? If I hum that too accurately, will I get a strike against my account for having Jeopardy type music? Sameo is not quite right. I don't know if it's actually connected to that though. John, you were around. You were what I was thinking, but it's not League of Nations, which technically isn't American history anyways, right? That's more like world history. So anybody else? The Tea Party? No. Oh, Hero Fishing. Was Shay more involved with Colombia? I think you're right. If you rap to it well, you'll get the best. I'm not sure, Denjoga, if it could be. I got to give the answer. No, it's called the Continental Congress. Did that have anything to do with the Confederacy? I don't know. I don't know what the Continental Congress. I'm not Alex Trebek. So whatever the Continental Congress was, that's what the answer was. Alrighty, the 5 W's. The 5 W. I haven't done a generous point yet. We're already 20 minutes into the show. Here we go. Guys on Reddit, if you want to earn generous points, you got to go to YouTube and look up Generous Trivia. Once you're there, about 4 or 5 times a night, I give away points, and those points convert to ballots at the end of the month. February 1st, we're going to draw anywhere from $50 to $550, depending on how many subscribers I have this month. Apparently, if I rap, I could get 1,000 subscribers. All right, here we go. The 5 W's. Here we go. The names of the presidents and premier of the world's most popular nations are homophones of these two words. This is in 2007. Sorry, 2007. I'm not sure there, I see. Let me try it again. The 5 W's. I'm not sure why it's that. The names of the president and premier of the world's most populous nation are homophones of these two words. Apparently, I'm lagging. Oh. No, the 5 W's is a really actually pretty clear question or hint. The 5 W's. Do you know what the 5 W's are? Apparently, Sean doesn't know what the 5 W's are. It's not Walter White or Wright. The hint is the 5 W's. Nobody knows what the 5 W's are? Really? There we go. Hero. It's 2 of them. You need 2 of them. I don't know. So, Chipper, you're halfway there. There we go, Sean. Now select 2 of those, Sean, that sound like Chinese names. We just need 2. Mr. Who, Mr. When, Mr. Why, Mr. What? Which ones sound the most Chinese? There we go. A few people finally got it. Denjoga gets it. And Joe Ninja gets it. It is who and when. Oh, actually, Hero Fishing, it was spelling it the Chinese way. Anyways, who and when? Mr. Who and Mr. When. Anyways, too much time on that question. Who? Who's up first? Eh, Michelle? No, that was kind of funny. I like that. All right. Vice presidents. Hopefully not as confusing. He was the first vice president to cast 0 tie-breaking votes in his capacity of president of the Senate. Oh, American politics. Who? Yes, yeah. He's on first. No, what's on second? He was the first vice president to cast 0 tie-breaking votes in his capacity as president of the Senate. Oh, this is so obscure. Nobody's going to get this. He shares the name with the drummer from Aerosmith. Is that right? From somebody who has Aerosmith. I think it's Aerosmith. Is it the drummer from Aerosmith? Or is it the there we go. I see. Was I right? Was it the his name is John Tyler. John Tyler. Who is Steve Tyler in with Aerosmith? See the drummer? Was it? Oh, he's the lead singer. All righty. Sorry, man. I should have known. I knew he was important. I don't know why I thought the drummer over the singer, but anyways. Movies and the Bible. Here we go. In this crime drama, a 1994 Oscar nominee for Best Picture, A character misquotes Ezekiel 25:17 twice. Huh. I think in this crime drama in 19 Oscar nominee for best, a character misquotes Ezekiel 25:17 twice. There we go. Sean, John, and Bryce. Remember, Bryce, we're playing Jeopardy. So give us Jeopardy type answers. WZL, Uncle Dog, and Loose Grape also getting Pulp Fiction. What is Pulp Fiction? Remember, guys, on Reddit, Jeopardy style answers. Again, join us on YouTube. That'd be awesome. Guys, if you could give it an upvote, both on Reddit and YouTube, muchly appreciated. Adjectives, meaning painful. Meaning painful. It literally refers to the type of pain inflicted on Jesus, on the followers of Spartacus. I've got meaning painful. It literally refers to the type of pain inflicted on Jesus and the followers of Spartacus. Yeah, Denjo guy went with that. It seemed too easy because crucifixion isn't really a name for pain. But Michelle gets it right. She big brain. No, that was right, Michelle. Why did you, Michelle? Can I ask you? Don't delete your answers. Like, it's all right if you have wrong answers. Everybody does. And that you literally are deleting correct answers, Michelle. Anyways. Yeah, don't worry about the what is part. Anyways, Michelle got it and then deleted it. Don't worry if you missed the what is. Sean gets it as well. Excruciating. Yeah, I didn't. I until now I didn't realize excruciating and crucifixion were obviously connected. All right, I know it is, Michelle, but you don't need to. Just leave them up there. Nobody's judging you for wrong answers. All righty. Yes, Sean got it as well. What is excuse? I just got that too. Sean, you got it. All right. Word origins. From the French for to set in the woods, this refers to a type of attack. What could that be? For the word origins, from the French to set in the woods, the word refers to a type of attack. There we go. Risa, here fan, and Sean all getting it big brained. Yes, what is ambush? Ambush? WZL. It's correct, but you need it in the form of a question. U.S. stamps. FDR's. Oh, I still haven't asked this. Here we go. This is for did we do a generous point before this? Yes, no, I don't think I did. I think I talked about it and then I didn't do it, right? Don't make me rewatch. Did anybody get a generous point before? I don't think so. Here we go. U.S. stamps. The first one to get this. I'm almost positive I didn't do it. FDR in 1982 was the last stamp to show one of these. They were removed from photos of Jackson Pollock and Edward R. Murrow. Yes, John. I thought it was going to be something racist. But yes, John gets it right. And so does Joe Ninja. Yes, it is. What is a cigarette? I knew it was something that had gone out of fashion. I thought it might have been some sort of racial thing, but it was cigarettes had fallen out of fashion. Alrighty. Men and machines. Men and machines. John Moore Brabazon, the first pilot licensed by England, had learned about engines working for this man. First half of a famous pair. There we go. Risa, J.K. Thomas, getting it. Remember J.K.? It was your second answer. But yes, in the form of a question. It is who is Rolls? Charles Rolls, as in Rolls Royce. So a couple of people had that. Anyways, J.K. Thomas, nice to see you. Where did you come from? Reddit, YouTube, or Eventbrite? WZ getting it as well with rules. Alrighty, baseball and the presidency. Baseball and the presidency. As both vice president and president, he threw out a season's first pitch each time for a different Senators franchise. Reddit. Alrighty, nice to see you, JK. Yes, JK, getting it right with Nixon. Nixon is correct. It was Nixon. The cabinet. This cabinet department is in charge of printing all postage stamps. No, ZYX was not Taft. This cabinet department is in charge of printing all postage stamps. There we go. IC and Denjoga, as well as Loose Grape, all getting the treasury. Yes. Current television. This is in the year 2000. Dee Dee Myers is a consultant to this drama series. So current in the year 2000. Dee Dee Myers is a consultant to this drama series. Oh, interesting. Yes, JK. JK, rolling through the answers here. Yes, what is the West Wing? Alrighty. Let's do another generous trivia point here. First person to get this gets the point. Plays. Dialogue from this play. He didn't say for sure he'd come. And if he doesn't come, we'll come back tomorrow. Yes. Oh, JK, you're so close. I gotta give it to Chipper. By reversing the words there, it wasn't like a name. It was yes. So the answer is Waiting for Godot. And JK put got it waiting for, which is if it was a name, I probably would have accepted it. But as a title, it doesn't really work. So it's Chipper, John Krause and Chipper getting the first two. Michelle, totally wrong. Whatever it was not that. You need to delete that instantly. Anyways, here we go. Advertising characters. Jack Keel's team created this animal character rolled out in 1980, the year of the USA's highest recorded murder rate? Advertising characters. Jack Keel's team created this animal character rolled out in 1980, the year USA's highest recorded murder rate. There we go. I see John and JK getting Who is McGruff, as well as WZL and Uncle Dog. Guys on Reddit, if you do it in the form of a question, that would be great. Come join us, guys, on Reddit. If you join us on YouTube, you could win money. Go to Generous Trivia on YouTube, and you help the channel out, actually. I need more subscribers on YouTube. So if you're enjoying this and want to play more, even if you subscribe on YouTube and continue on Reddit, it helps. Generous Trivia. That wasn't I was asking you to repeat because, like, Michelle, I was just joking with you. I didn't know. I had no idea what you wrote. I was just giving you a chance. All right. Pop singers. Only artist to hit top 10 with a remake of his own number one hit. The original in 1962, the remake in 1976. When did Elvis die? It was in the 70s, but I'm not sure. It was not Elvis. Yes, my Cowboys stank the joint out today. Man, that was the worst last play of a game I think I've ever seen. It's pathetic. So it wasn't Elvis, Tom Jones, or Elton John, or Valley, or Willie Nelson, or Neil Diamond. His name has been answered a few times in the last few days. Not the Four Seasons. Not sure how to give you a hint for this one. His initials are NS. That should be enough. Oh, I don't know. There's good Dak and bad Dak. And bad Dak showed up today to play. Seriously, I know within about 10 minutes of the game which of the two show up and what their chances of winning are. And I knew bad Dak showed up. There we go, Loose Grape. There we go. J.K. Thomas getting Neil Sedaka. Neil Sedaka is correct. All right. 20th century presidents. He won an election in which both he and his Democratic opponent were from Ohio, and both were wealthy newspaper publishers. Interesting. Loose Grape, thanks for joining us here. ZYX, yes, Neil Sedaka was correct. Blue Storm, I just noticed you joined as well. We got what, about 10 people? I feel like 10. And there's 13 of you. He won an election in which both he and his were from Ohio, and both were wealthy newspaper publishers. I think that would eliminate Bush. It was not Roosevelt. It wasn't FDR. It wasn't Taft. This is going back, though if it becomes, I guess, an American president, just a bunch of presidents, I'm going to just give you the answer. Hearst? Was Hearst a president, Blue Storm? I don't think so. I've been to Hearst Castle, though. If you're ever in California, go to Hearst Castle. It comes highly recommended. It was a pretty cool part of our trip, actually. It's all right, Blue Storm. Now Blue Storm has gone the way of Michelle, listing stuff like that. All right. We just are going with a bunch of... It was Warren G. Harding. All righty. Next question. Ironically, in the summer of 1955, he gave an interview about the dangers of racing on highways. That's sad. I know who this is. Sheesh. Is James Dean, or who reminds me of my cousin's ex-husband. Is the day or two before 9/11 in the towers as a lawyer speaking to, I think it was Cantor or one of the firms up near the top, about what would happen if terrorism attacked their firm and what kind of things they have in place for something like that. The day or two before 9/11. It's crazy. Anyways, so yes, James Dean talking about the dangers of highway driving and dies in a highway accident. All right. Medicine. While many diseases bear doctors' names, a nerve disease is named for his victim who died in 1941. I know who this is. Boy, I'm getting quite a few of these. Mike the Canadian needs to start playing. Yes, who is Lou Gehrig? It was just Lou Gehrig, not the disease. It's actually not the name of the disease. It's the nickname of the disease, right? Alrighty, awards. This performer is the only person to win an Emmy, the Mark Twain Prize, and the, what is that? Spingarn Medal? Spingarn. Never heard of Spingarn. Yes, ALS. But the question was, who is Lou Gehrig? Or who was Lou Gehrig? Sneefru, as well as WZL. Anybody know awards? This performer is the only person to win an Emmy, the Mark Twain Prize, and the Spingarn Medal. It's pretty obscure. And quite universally is not liked anymore. And it's not Trump. He was very naughty. Was this before he was naughty? I think this is before he was caught being naughty. Yes, who is Bill Cosby? It was from 2012. So I think it totally hadn't come out yet. Olympic history. This event was inspired by a legend mentioned in Plutarch's On the Glory of Athens. That was my guess then, Joga and J.K. Thomas. And it was correct. No, it wasn't Kevin Spacey, though he is also universally not liked anymore either. Or Weinstein. WZ, Denjoga, JK, and Sameo, as well as Mike the Canadian, all get what is the marathon? The marathon is correct. Corporate America. This company began in 1914, transporting passengers in Minnesota between Alice and Hibbing. I didn't get that one right. I didn't think I would, but it was a guess. Sorry, I didn't repeat the question, so you're going to just have to know. Yes, Denjoga, Blue Storm, also getting it. Michelle, that was my answer. So don't delete it. It was Amtrak. But the answer was greyhound. So Danjoga and Blue Storm. Blue Storm, remember, we are doing in the form of a question. 4 generous points, which this one is going to be. The Supreme Court, only member of the current court. Oh, I'm gonna ask another one. It's too old. Plus, yeah, animals. This is for a generous point. First person to get it gets the point. It's believed elephants rarely lived beyond 60. About the age of the last of these wear out. Animals. It's believed elephants rarely live beyond 60. About the age the last of these wear out. Sean. I thought Tuss too, along with a lot of other people, but it was actually Sean who got it right. It's teeth. Their teeth wear out. No, Sean. Everybody, go with your gut, man. Go with the gut. There we go. Glenn Laser and Bible gets it as well. And hero fishing. A lot of answers. Remember, only answer once, so no need to answer a second time. Alrighty, famous families. So John, Chipper, and Sean are the winners so far. Everyone's retract now. Famous families. In June 2000, descendants of these two families met in Pikeville, Kentucky, and in Mattawan, West Virginia, for their first ever joint reunion. Oh, I know who this is. Oh, yes. I could think of the McCoys, but I couldn't think of the Hatfields. Yes, what are Hatfield and McCoy? I was thinking McCoy, but I couldn't come up with the second name. There we go. So who got that? Denjo got IC and Michelle, as well as WZL. Not Mike the Canadian. All right, the 19th century science. In 1824, Anglican priest William Buckland wrote a pioneering paper on Megalosaurus, a creature whose name means this. Oh. So I don't know if Denjoga, John, and Michelle would be correct. I'm not it just says lizard. So I don't know about the meglo. You'd think that would mean big lizard, but it just says lizard. Alrighty, Macbeth. It wasn't for a generous point, so I don't have to arbitrate any controversy here. Macbeth. Macbeth says to this character, "Thy bones are marrowless, thy blood is cold." I did Macbeth in high school. I remember so little of it. I remember I read the title. It is not Yorick, Macduff, or Horatio. It is not the witch. It's not Steve. It's not McGrub. It's not Duncan. There we go. I'll give it to you, John. It's not quite the answer, but I'll give it. Banquo's ghost. Ghost is the answer. John was the closest. All right. Quotes of the 1960s. He once told Newsweek, "I have no country. For me, a country is just a place to dance." Oh, McGruber. J.K. Thomas. Yes, you are correct. Who is Nureyev? Nureyev is correct. Or no. Oh, no, you didn't quite have a J.K.? There we go. You corrected it. Nureyev. Nureyev is correct. It's the Russian ballet guy. Denjoga, that wasn't the answer. At least not as written. Alrighty. Medieval first. Medieval first. In the Middle Ages, this man introduced fireworks to Western Europe. I can tell you it was not Gandalf. Oh, Baryshnikov. In the Middle Ages, this man introduced fireworks to Western Europe. There we go. I see. J.K. Thomas and Denjoga, who is Marco Polo, is correct. World literature. It was originally published in 1950 under the German title Der Verwandlung, meaning the transformation. It was originally published in 1950 under the German title Der Verwandlung, meaning the transformation. Oh, it was not the one I was thinking of. Yes, I see. And Denjoga getting it right with what is the metamorphosis? The metamorphosis. Ooh. 20th century politics. On September 23rd, 1952, some 60 million people, the largest TV audience at the time, tuned in for this live address. It wasn't Kafka. I'm not sure if it was State of the Union. It wasn't MacArthur's Farewell. I can't repeat the question because I've looked at the answer. I can't remember. 1952. Denjoga. It wasn't I Have a Dream. That was in the 60s. Wow, that's quite the answer, Denjoga. It's a game that's played on the same game as a chessboard. And it's what you do when you talk in front of a bunch of people. There we go. John gets it. What is the checkers speech? What is that? Do you know, John? It was not the checkers final championship. I see. 60 million people tuned in to watch checkers champion. Couldn't be Nixon's. Oh, you don't have any idea. Anybody know what chicken in 1952 wasn't Nixon something? The checkers speech? Really? Oh, anyways. That 1952, we're talking the Richard Nixon of the 1970s, made a speech that 60 million people watched 20 years earlier. And 60 million people watch that? Alrighty, I'll have to look that up. 1990s Olympic names. She told women's sports and fitness, strangers, fans, people on the street always want to pick me up and carry me. I think I know who this is. Let me try. 1990s Olympic names. She told women's sports and fitness, strangers, fans, and people on the street always want to pick me up and carry me. Oh. Yeah. I thought it was I thought it was Retton too, but J.K. Thomas. Denjoga, you were close. J.K. Thomas, yes, getting who is Carrie Strug. Carrie Strug. Whoever that is. Carrie Strug. All right. TV literature. TV and literature. The Fugitive was based in part on this 1862 novel in which a detective relentlessly pursues the fugitive hero. Yes, got that one. Nailed it. I see everybody who's telling me who Carrie Strug was. Michelle. Yes, Loose Grape. Seeing as the question had fugitive, I would find that hard to actually be that part of the answer. Anyways, it was Les Miserables. Yes, Loose Grape getting the full answer there. As well as Mike the Canadian nailed that as well. All right, on the map, 9-letter name for an area of 10 million square miles. 4/5 the size of Africa, but only about 120,000 square miles of it is dry land. Let me try that on the map. 9-letter name for an area of 10 million square miles. 4/5 the size of Africa, but only about 120,000 square miles of it is dry land. Oh, I think Anjan might be right, actually. No, it's not Antarctica. No, it's not Antarctica. I have been here. Antarctica probably has more land than this. Yes, J.K. Thomas getting it. What is Polynesia? I've been to French Polynesia. It's actually my favorite place in the entire world so far. Bora Bora. Sounds cliche, but it is truly an amazing place. Highly recommended. Though it had a lot of COVID, actually, percentage-wise. Anyways. Weights and measures. Speaking of COVID, whoever watched the Dallas game, 100,000 fans, hardly any masks, screaming their heads off. America. Seriously, I don't get it. Anyways, weights and measures. Weights and measures. The English word is derived from the Latin duodecium. Weights and measures. The English word is derived from duodecium. What could that be? Oh, no. Weights and measures. The English word is derived from the Latin duodecium. Yeah, decimal isn't right. Duodecium. But it doesn't even mean the right thing. Yeah, it's not 20. Oh, duodecium. Yes. Okay. Now it makes sense. It's not 20. There we go. Sean gets it. Finally, what is dozen? Duo to decium 12. Duodecium. Dozen. All right. What is it? It's 11:02. Couple more questions, and we'll wrap it up. I hope you guys had a good show today. Thanks for coming out. It is Sean got it earlier. Sorry if I missed you, Sean. It happens every so often. Where is it? Oh, Sean. Oh, did I say JK? Oh, yes. Sean gets it with what is dozen. Dozen. All righty. I make mistakes often. Not very often, but anyways. Here we go. JK got it too. Stop messing with me. All right. That wasn't the final question. That was the one before it. All righty. Here we go. This is the final question. I'm going to wrap this up before I make any more mistakes. Guys, no, I do. Nobody had it right there, Freedom. Dewey Decimal. I do look at it, but I didn't see any right answers. Antarctica wasn't correct. Nobody had Polynesia. Nobody had dozen. So Freedom. Don't say those things of me. All right. So, guys, have a good night. This is the last question. Guys on Reddit, if you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, I'd appreciate it, like immensely. If you want to see me regularly, I need more subscribers. I need 3 a night from now till end of July to finally get monetized. So go over and subscribe to Generous Trivia. Just do it out of the goodness of it. Do be generous and do it there. And guys on YouTube already, go watch a video. Just one video. Play it in the background. It helps get my watch hours up. Alrighty. So 8 a.m. tomorrow. I do it Monday to Friday. 8 a.m. half an hour trivia while I'm on my exercise bike only on Reddit, and 10 p.m. on Reddit and YouTube. Alrighty. John, Chipper, and Sean are the 3 generous points. The final one coming right now. 19th century books. Its author called it a ghostly little book, which shall not put my readers out of humor with the season. That makes sense? 19th century books. Its author called it a ghostly little book, which shall not put my readers out of humor with the season. Yeah, that's what I thought. I had the book in mind, but I didn't have the name of it. And I was right. There we go. Engine 15. It was about the season part. I'm like, what season? It's got to be probably Christmas. And I was thinking of the ghosts of Christmas, but it's actually called A Christmas Carol. So Engine 15 gets it. Very good, Engine. I don't get it because I only had an idea. I was big braining it, but didn't come up with the right big brain. Alrighty, guys. Thanks so much, WZ and Uncle Doug and Freedom and Hero on Reddit. Thanks for joining us. Go to YouTube, subscribe to Generous Trivia. I would really appreciate it. If not, see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern or 10 p.m. Eastern on Reddit. And 10 p.m. I'm also on YouTube, and that's where I give away the big bucks. Alrighty, guys. See you, Reddit, and see you, YouTube. Go watch a video in the background, even. Just one. If 5 of you do that, it could be like 5 extra hours. I need about 10 a night. So, anyways, we'll see you guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Be good to each other. Bye now.